Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Night Dagger and Kozack Wolf.
Hello!
Sorry I haven't been recording recently. I've been way too stressed out to think about it, and I just now started getting the shit resolved, so hopefully things will become a lot more regular. When we left off, we had just finished...
Wait. Regular? No.
Well, regular, not normal. There's a difference.
Everything is irregular in our lives.
True. When we last left off, we had just finished the Flax Capacitor. But it's running at kind of a low speed at the moment. Let's crank this thing up a little bit. I think we can get away with half a second.
I can't find you.
Well, half a second seems to be a little too fast. Let's bump it up to 3/4 of a second.
Ow! How did you get in our base?
Even that seems a little fast. I'm sure we can get away with 1 second. We could actually probably get away with a lot less than that if I... Ow! Fucking cactus. If I tweak the timings. How did what get in our base?
One of those things that shoots the lightning bolts at you and eats mana.
Oh. No idea how it got in here. Alright. So, as you can see, we have an obnoxious amount of string. 1.8k, to be exact. 1.9k. And climbing rapidly. We also have an obnoxious amount of bone meal in here. But we still have to add a couple of processing steps in order to make this thing work to full capacity. We need to get a way to automate the delivery of bone meal to the Flax Capacitor. And we also need a way to turn the wool into blue wool. Now, I know there's people out there who are thinking, what are you talking about, turning things into blue wool? You've got blue sheep out here. We do. We've got a bunch of blue sheep out here. They're Kozack's friends. But this is slow, because you have to wait for the sheep to regrow their wool every single time. Yes, we could pull a direwolf and set up a turtle and have it just automatically shear the sheep for us, but that's boring. We're not going to do that. We are going to do this...
I'm making them fuck!
We are going to do this a more entertaining way. We are going to dye the wool. We're going to dye it blue. Now, right now you're looking at our lapis reserves and going, what the hell? You are going to have so much wool, you're going to burn all of your lapis off. Well, no, we're not. There is a functionality that I haven't shown yet that we're going to get to in just a second here. But first we are going to need... Let's see, does our crafting system know how to make the buses yet?
I don't know.
Well, we have an import bus. We have some storage buses. It doesn't know how to make buses yet, so it knows how to make processor assemblies. That's interesting. So, we are going to need a few buses. We're going to need some export buses, which means we're going to need some interfaces, which means we're going to need some conversion matrices. For that, we're going to need a handful of iron, a handful of quartz, some of those processors, and is it the dust? No, it's redstone. So let's go like this and just make ourselves a bunch of these conversion matrices, and just make ourselves a bunch of these interfaces, which means we need some ME cable. We're going to need that in a minute. Alright, ME cable in. We also need glass. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, it sounded like you were going to say something.
No, I was trying to stifle a burp as to not ruin the video.
Oh. Kozack restraining himself. What's the occasion?
I'm eating, therefore I will be burping a lot.
Okay, I'm going to make 4 export buses, which means we need 4 pistons. That gets us our 4 export buses, and then we're also going to need 4 import buses, which means we're going to need sticky pistons. Which means we need 3 of these. We need you. And we need a few slime balls.
You need me? What? For what?
Not that kind of slime ball. And that gets us 2 of those. We need some more ME cable. Let's see here. What's the recipe for ME cable? Quartz fiber and 2 redstone. And do we have any quartz fiber? 12? Yeah, a little bit. We're going to need to make some more ME cable soon, like an obnoxious amount of it, I think. There we go, 2 more import buses. And then we're going to want to turn these things into precisions, which means we need a few more processors. Oh, there is no such thing as a precision in this dirt. I'm thinking a couple of builds ahead. I keep forgetting we're on 147. Alright, so let's come over here and clear out the pulverizers of bone meal. I need to change this setup here so that we can pulverize things separate of bone or separate of cooking them. Alright, and we are going to need a magma crucible and a liquid transposer. It just so happens that we have those 2 very things right over here. And a little bit of molten redstone left in that, so do we have any empty conduit?
I'll be damned, you're right. Eating does go by nom 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 nom.
Yeah, it goes nom 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 nom.
Realize that.
In case anyone's wondering what we're talking about, there is this obnoxiously cute song out there called the Num 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 song or something like that. And I noticed the other day that the Minecraft eating noise is that song. It's obnoxiously cute and kind of scares me a little. Alright, so we will drain that out of there. And somehow we didn't use any Minecraft jewels out of that line. But whatever.
Yes, sheep, fuck for me!
You and those sheep, man. I'm the one from Perry County.
Nobody gets that.
Nope, nobody gets that. But it's funny.
It's funny because nobody gets it.
Take our words for it, it's funny. Alright, so we need to set up a liquid transposer and a magma crucible. I'm actually going to set this up down here. I'm actually going to dig its own little room right over here. Because we are going to need... hey Kozack?
Yeah?
Could you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Could you whip up a fabricator? It's a pretty easy recipe.
I just have to get back inside.
Or actually, you know what? There's 2 fabricators out there by where I've been screwing around with the bees. Just go kidnap one of them.
Wait. Do I have to break it with something specific?
No.
Or...
Nope, just pickaxe.
Okay.
Alright, we're going to put the liquid transposer, the magma crucible there. We're going to run some redstone energy conduit behind it.
Where are they by the bees?
Sitting on a hill.
On a hill?
Yeah, over by the line of beehives.
Oh, I see them. There they are.
Breaking them is probably going to cause a little bit of a mess.
Ah! Where are you?
The basement. We need a redstone energy cell.
Ah, I went the wrong way.
Well, how about we go... do we have an energy tesseract? We have a liquid tesseract, we have a bunch of unattuned tesseracts, so we can make an energy tesseract.
I'm in the basement and I don't see you.
Oh,
You're in a different part of the basement.
yeah, I'm in a different part of the basement.
Goddamn frames.
Alright, so, yeah, I know, there's frames all over the fucking place. Alright, so we're going to put the fabricator here. We'll put the other fabricator away. I'm sure we'll use it for something. Let's see here. We're going to need a little bit of redstone. Because we need to make an energy tesseract. Which means I need some silver and some lead and a redstone conductance coil. 2 silver. 2 lead. The redstone conductance coil. I could have sworn I had some electrum on me. I left it in the crafting table, didn't I?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did. Alright.
So,
What did you do?
Come to the sheep.
Give me a second. Energy tesseract, which we're going to put down here. And we're going to connect this. I'm just going to toss it right in here, I think. We're going to connect this on channel 1. And that, once we set this to output, is going to fill these things up pretty quick. Maybe not so much the magma crucible. Let's go see what Kozack's doing with the poor sheep. Holy sheep! My god, man. And none of them can regrow their wool because they've eaten the grass totally
Nope, there's
dead.
still 2 pieces.
Well, I mean, it'll regrow, but yeah, they can't regrow their wool fast enough because they're eating the grass too fast. That's kind of funny. Alright, we're gonna need a couple of chests. Oh, we're up to 606 chestnuts now. Breaking the apple trees out of the orchard actually helped boost our chestnut production.
Really?
Yeah. I wouldn't have called it.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to set up an ME export bus on this chest. Not there. There. We're going to set up an ME import bus on top of the fabricator. We're going to connect this to our existing ME system. Just like that. And we're also going to have a level emitter right there. The level emitter is going to monitor our supply of string. And this is going to tell this, you are going to emit a redstone signal, emit when levels are above limits. You are going to emit a redstone signal only if there is at least 64 pieces of string in this system. This is going to only be active with a signal, and it's going to import string by the stack. And that's going to offload crap loads of string into this chest. This chest, or this fabricator, we're going to give the recipe for wool. And it's going to burn off all of that wonderful string and turn it into wool for us. And this is going to allow us to output, I hope. Is this eye-sided? I think it's eye-sided. It's not going to fucking work.
I need more bone meal.
Import bus on the side. We'll connect it like that. And now we'll set the... no. Now we'll set this to stack mode, and that's going to allow it to pull out stacks at a time. Notice that the light went out. That means that we have dropped below that critical level for string, which means this thing is no longer going to work. Yes, we've already burned through 4,000 string.
Where are you? I hear you, but I don't see you.
I'm downstairs in a little cubby that I dug off to the side.
I feel like you're directly... What the fuck?
I'm downstairs next to the ME system.
No. Different what the fuck reason. You know the thing you set up?
What thing?
For gathering the string and stuff?
Yeah?
It's putting the string in one of the deployers.
It's putting the string in the deployers because it ran out of bone meal.
No, I put bone meal in it.
Oh, wait, what? The Flax Capacitor is backfiring.
The one with seeds is putting string in it.
It ran out of flax seeds somehow.
But it has 30... It has 2 stacks.
I know. It's derping.
Oh, there, it's working now.
What I may end up having to do is I may end up having to hook these deployers and everything to the ME system instead of having it this way.
Oh, I know what happened. It was because the top... Oh, you're right. It was trying to place it from the top slot that somehow got emptied.
Yeah, but the top slot should never empty. Like, this deployer should never go empty of flax seeds. It should stay full all the time.
Unless it runs out of...
Unless it runs out of bone meal, I guess.
Which I just filled back up.
Yeah, so we'll just have to make sure we have a way to supply it with bone meal. Or fertilizer of some sort. Or just turn it off for a while. Because we have 731 wool.
That won't last, you know that.
That's not going to last, no. Anyway, back to what I was doing. The liquid transposer and the magma crucible here do have purposes. We're going to connect an ME export bus to the top of this. We're going to connect an export bus to the top of this. We're going to have an import bus on the side. We'll connect that to our system, just like that.
All hail the mighty chicken god.
And here we're going to have the magma crucible taking the items from the blue slot, and we need it to be outputting to the left-hand side. The other slots, we don't want it to do anything. Alright? Over here, we're going to have the liquid transposer accepting from the right-hand side. We're going to have it accepting items from the top. We're going to have it with a non-eye-sighted or a non-colored output to the left-hand side. Remember the version of thermal expansion we're using, you have to have the non-colored output in order for ME to interact with it. And now we are going to get ourselves some lapis. And we are going to tell our system here that this import bus is going to import lapis into the system by the stack. And what's it doing? It is actually changing the lapis into molten blue dye.
Do you get more dye out of it by doing that?
If we take a look at the recipes here, you can see that by using a piece of lapis, you're going to get 125 millibuckets of blue dye out of that. Now, if we put a piece of wool in here, if we page over here, you're going to see it's only going to use 25 millibuckets to dye the wool.
Wow. That is...
Which means we are actually going to get 5 pieces of wool out of 1 piece of lapis.
I think you need to take wool away, take away my shears and wheat from me.
If you end up crashing my computer because of your sheep breeding antics, I'm going to be a little bit irritated. I'm not going to lie. There we go. We're going to have this transpose the molten blue dye into our wool.
I need more fences.
No, you don't need more fences. Stop it. We're going to use a redstone level emitter here, which is a processor, some iron, a redstone torch, and some cable. A redstone torch and iron, 2 pieces. So, redstone torch, ME cable on this side, processor in the middle, and 2 iron gives us a level emitter. And we're going to use the level emitter attached to this block right here. There we go. And we're going to tell this one, you are to emit a redstone signal only when wool is above 64 pieces. We're going to tell this you're only active with a signal. This way, we'll keep at least 64 pieces of wool in our inventory at all times. We don't have to worry about running out of wool. We are going to have to worry about running out of lapis. So we're going to have to figure out another way to do this lapis thing. But I've got a couple ideas in mind. We might not use lapis for very long. There are other ways to get molten blue dye. One of which being sodalite, which comes out of Greg Tech. One of which being a Prussian drop, which is extra bees. Indigo dye, which is red power. Anyway, so yeah, by now we should have quite a bit of blue wool coming into our system. 118 pieces. Nice. Let's go sacrifice a stack to the Nexus. As you can see, currently we have 3,430. After sacrificing the wool, we have 13,000. So a stack of blue wool is actually worth a lot of essence. And this is actually going to produce pretty fast for us. We are going to have to figure out a way to keep bone meal in this deployer, though. Because otherwise we're going to end up with constant problems.
I
See,
feel
we're
like
already
being
running
a
low
really
again.
big dickhead right now.
What?
I feel like being a complete and utter dick right now.
How so?
You'll see.
I need some redstone, some red alloy, and an import bus. And some cable. So let's make some more cable.
Ow!
We need cable. We need quartz fiber. Take 2 stacks of that, which is going to be way more than we're going to be able to produce, because we need glass. Out of all the fucking things to need, we need glass. There we go.
Hey, are you back in the basement?
No, I'm not in the basement at the moment.
You know, this is the perfect spot.
We need... What the shit? Oh my god. You're killing him, you know. Jesus Christ. That's horrifying.
You know they're killing each other? Or they're killing themselves by jumping in and out?
Holy fuck. You are an evil man. I like it. Alright, we need an export bus.
There, that should have killed
I
enough
need
of them.
some red alloy. Oh god,
Actually,
now
it did.
there's...
Take a look, it did kill a few of them.
Now there's sheep in the base.
I wanted to share with the Perry County man.
Oh god. Alright, we're gonna... Oh, shit, that's not gonna work. I need to break that, is what I need to do. And I need to figure out a way to supply a redstone signal to this. We'll just do it like that. That's not going to interfere with the red alloy here. Alright, on this, we're going to put... Stop it! We're going to put the export bus right there. And we're going to connect it to our existing ME system over here. And I'm going to grab a piece of bone meal out of here.
Fly, sheep! Fly!
And we're going to export bone meal by the stack. This will keep this thing constantly full of bone meal for us. So we won't have to screw with that anymore. While I'm at it, we may as well just use a deployer and an export bus to get the flax seeds in here.
Whoa! I sent a sheep to space. And it came back.
You sent a sheep to space,
Yes.
but it came back.
It came back.
We're accumulating a ridiculous amount of flax seeds now, so I'm going to put flax seeds in one of these barrels.
We might end up needing a deep storage unit.
Wrong mod. We don't have deep storage unit.
We don't? Wait, which one is it then?
Quantum chest.
That's it. Yeah. Time for the baby sheep to go to space.
Where the hell did all those flax seeds go? Oh, Jesus.
Well, that one didn't go to space. What?
The number of flax seeds that were in that chest was pretty horrifying. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about this little problem we got going on over here, because we've already got 37 stacks of flax seeds. What is that upgrade? The extra dimensional storage upgrade thing? Yeah, extra dimensional storage upgrade. Let's build one of those. We need an ender pearl, a couple blaze rods, a barrel, which we can just make out of wood. Some dark iron, and some leather. We are ridiculously low on leather, holy crap. Barrel, we're gonna need a slab.
I'm bringing you a very mean friend now.
Don't want it.
Oh god, it came after me instead!
Haha.
I tried to bring you a Hecate.
Okay, that one's upgraded. You tried to bring me a Hecate.
I tried to bring you a Hecate.
Dick.
As soon as I dropped it, though, it went after me.
We have a barrel. It's being used by one pair of shears. Thanks.
Huh?
Let's see. What do we already have in barrels?
Why? What? No, it's not in there anymore.
Oh, crap. We are, like, running out of bone meal. We're gonna have to shut down the Flax Capacitor because we ran out of bone meal.
No.
Yeah. We're down to 700 bone meal. Pulverizers have a little bit left in them, but... yeah, I seriously used almost all of our bones. The furnaces both have a stack. Yeah, the Flax Capacitor is very, very good at producing large amounts of string very quickly.
Seems that way.
It was actually invented by Elaram, as far as I know, for Feed the Beast. It was her solution for getting early EMC. Or it was someone's solution for getting early EMC. Most people just use the dark room now.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to use the storage for chestnuts. Actually, chestnut wood is not a terribly bad idea, but I don't want the chestnut wood in there, I want the chestnuts in there. There we go. Yeah, we're getting large amounts of flax seeds in here, so we're going to have to start doing something with them. We have a relatively large amount of wool now. Our nickelite storage is totally full. I might clean out the cobblestone or the cobblestone thing. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to. And put the nickelite in there instead. Because we should never have more than a stack of cobblestone. If we go over a stack of cobblestone, it should be getting recycled. Oops, no. Place all, please. And you, place all. There we go, 64 times 64 nickelite. Means we can clean out the other chests here. I don't want to put my crescent... Why? I don't want to put the stuff in the filter. I want to put it in the ender chest. Don't do it. I heard that. I thought we were using one of these chests for bone meal. Oh well. Alright, so there is one other thing that I want to try to get set back up. We need to do something with all of this fucking scrap. I want to hook up the mass fab again.
Yay!
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hollow out a little bit of room here. I'm going to get our glass fiber cable. We're out of glass fiber.
Go away. No. Go away, Snacks.
We're out of fucking glass fiber cable.
Ew.
Alright, we'll throw that in. We'll get a bit more glass fiber. And we're going to run this cable over here. We're actually going to have it go into this wall and come up behind where the mass fab is going to be. There is a reason. That reason is the mass fab, I believe, is still eye-sighted, which means that it will react to certain sides of the inventory. Now, some people have been wondering why I kept the mass fab and did not enable the matter fab from GregTech. There's actually... Well, it's partially because we have the mass fab. It's also partially because I don't want this to be a super hardcore series where we have to spend hours upon hours upon hours flying through the end looking for Sheldonite to get iridium. Especially since we've already been to the end and a good chunk around the area that we spawned in has already been generated, so we'd have to fly a pretty good distance before we'd even start finding it. And I just don't want to go through all that crap. So that's why I left the mass fab enabled. We need another one of those level emitters, which means we need some ME cable. We're actually going to need more of that. Oh, I have a bunch of it in my inventory. We need a redstone torch. We need a processor. We're going to need another import bus, and we're going to need another export bus. So, processor. Actually, do we know how to make an interface? No. I should teach you how to make an interface. I really should. bus. We need an export bus, which means we need a conversion matrix. We're going to need some iron. We're going to need some quartz. Iron. One processor, please. Quartz. Redstone. Gets us... No, redstone. Conversion matrix. Interface, we just add some glass and cement meat cable. Export bus, we need a piston. There we go, that gets us our export bus. We need the import bus, we're going to need this cable. We're going to go ahead and hook the mass fabricator up to here. Now the mass fab can take anything you can throw at it. It can take all of that wonderful power that we've got. I don't, however, want it to consume all of that power. So what I might end up doing is actually putting an MFE or a single MFSU on this line to throttle its power. We don't have an MFSU available, though. We have an MFE available? No, but those are easy enough to make. Machine block. 4U. We need 4U. Give me an MFE. Three, 4, and U. And remember, we are switching voltages here. So we need an MV transformer. Without the MV transformer, this will blow up. And we're going to break that block there, attach that there. We're going to attach the MFE here. And you know what, peeps? I'm actually going to have to call it here because we're hitting that time and my girlfriend is calling for me. And, well, she's been injured, so I kind of got to listen. This has been Night Dagger and Kozack Wolf with Let's Play Mod of Minecraft. Next episode, we'll finish this setup with the mass fab and possibly start on some more Greg Tech stuff. So, hope you guys are enjoying the series. It's good to be back. I'll catch you later.
See ya.